Hey you guys, my name is Darcy with Thrive Mortgage. You know, the home buying process can be very confusing. I know when I bought my first house, I was kind of clueless. I didn't know what to expect or what was going to be going on. And home buying shouldn't really be that way. This is an exciting time in your life. In this video, I'm going to break down the home buying process into 6 simple steps. And I hope that it helps you have peace of mind as you begin this exciting journey. Before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below so that you do not miss any content coming from Thrive Mortgage. You definitely want to be in the know. Now onto our steps. Step 1 is to contact a loan officer here at Thrive Mortgage so that they can have a discussion with you about your personal financial goals. There are so many loan programs available, and having those discussions with your loan officer will help them find the one that is unique and tailored for you. This is also a really good time, you guys, to talk to your loan officer about monthly payments, where you're comfortable. So sometimes you can qualify for a much bigger loan than what you personally feel comfortable paying in a monthly payment. So this is a great time to have that conversation with your loan officer. Step 2 is to fill out an application, and your loan officer will give you the link to this. During this process, you as the home buyer are providing all of your personal financial information to the loan officer so that, again, they can find the loan program that best fits you that you will qualify for. So it's very important during this time, you guys, that you are very honest with what you're putting in your application, because you are going to have to provide documentation to show the income and the assets and your employment and all those types of things. So fill out that application as thoroughly and honestly as possible. Step 3, and this is so important. You do not want to skip this step. This is where you will get your pre-approval. So your loan officer is going to ask for documentation to prove all that stuff that you claimed within your application. And this is so that they can give you a sort of like stamp of approval, so that when you start your house hunting journey, you will know exactly how much money you have to spend and what your monthly payments will look like. And you don't want to skip this. So in order to give you that pre-approval, your loan officer needs to collect documentation such as a W-2, pay stubs, bank statements. They're also going to look for verification of employment and a state ID for verifying your identity, like those types of documentations, you guys, to prove everything you put in your application. Once you have all of this submitted to your loan officer, they will look it all over based on your income, based on your assets, looking at your debt to income based off of your credit score and credit history. Okay, they're going to be doing that during this process as well. Based on all of that information, they can then confidently give you your pre-approval so that you can start searching for your home. Step 4, the fun part where you finally get to go searching for the home of your dreams. But before you step out the door to do that, hire a realtor. This is so important because realtors have access to the most current inventory out there, maybe even houses that haven't hit the market yet that they know will be coming on the market, which is a huge advantage to you as you go to look for houses. They also have access, you guys, to an MLS search, which helps them find you the house that meets all of your check marks, right? So if you're wanting 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, if you want to make sure you have a garage or a swimming pool, those types of things. Maybe you want land. Okay, all of those things are really important to you, and your realtor can type in those items and funnel your search, which will save you tons of time. Now you're not on the internet searching through thousands of houses that don't even meet the criteria you're looking for. So that's one reason to hire a realtor. The second reason, you guys, is because once you find the house of your dreams, they will help you develop the perfect contract and offer to the sellers. So they represent you, they have your best interest in mind, they know what's going on in the market around, and so they can help you draw up an offer that represents you and your goals, but also looks appealing to your sellers. So at that point, you submit your contract, and the sellers have 3 options. They can deny your offer, which you would then be finished and you would continue on with your search to another house. They could accept your offer, which you'd be super excited and throw yourself a little party. Or they could counter offer, which means they liked some of what you had to offer and they wanted to change some of the other parts. And that gives you another option to counter their offer and make some changes until the two parties can come to a sales agreement. Now, once you guys have come to an agreement on the terms and the closing date, you will then move into what is called an option period. Now, this period is for you as the buyer. This is your time, usually, which it will be in your contract, but usually it's 7 days to 10 days, somewhere in there, that you get to use to do your due diligence of the property. This is a great time to have a professional come in and do a home inspection, which is highly recommended. It's not required, but definitely I would recommend that you get a home inspection because there's a lot of things in a house that look like they're working, they look normal, but maybe there are some things hidden under the foundation or in the walls and that sort of thing, and a home inspector will find those for you. It's kind of like the protection of your investment since this is a home you're looking to buy. So use your option period to your advantage, do your due diligence so that you can continue to the next process with confidence. Step 5, this is the financial period. This is where your file will be sent to processing and they will review all of the documentation that you have already submitted. Sometimes more documentation will be required of you. This depends on the qualifications of the loan that you and your loan officer have been talking about. This is also the time where your loan officer will order an appraisal. An appraisal is really important for you, the buyer, because it allows a third-person company to come in and evaluate the current market value of the house you have under contract. They look at all of the other houses in the area that meet the same qualifications and have the same type of amenities that your house does to make sure that you are purchasing it at market value. You might be at below market value, which means you'd be stepping into some equity, and it might be above market value, which you would definitely want to know as the buyer. The other thing that needs to be ordered during this time is called a survey, and this is the legal parameters of the property itself and easements, where the house sits on the property and those types of things. Sometimes surveys are already available. So the current homeowner has a survey and they can go ahead and submit that to your lender. It does have to be approved that it will work before you have to order another one. But sometimes you do have to order a survey during this time. Finally, all of this information is sent over to the underwriter. They evaluate everything as a package, and they are the ones that will give you the final approval for your clear to close. Step 6. This is a very exciting time for you. This is your closing day. It can take place at a title company in person, or a lot of times you can even sign all of your documents online through an e-signing. Either way, the purpose of this step is to sign all of the disclosures and all the legal documents that make your mortgage complete and final. And at the end of that, you guys, congratulations, you're a homeowner. All right, you guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. If so, hit that like button down below. And if you have some questions about the home buying process that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to leave a comment below and we'll get back to you. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and follow us on our social media platforms for the most up-to-date information, you guys. Be in the know. It gives you peace of mind as you're buying a house. And thank you so much for joining us in this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.